Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So happy you guys are joining me here today. I hope everybody is doing awesome. Thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, subscribes. I love you guys. I am very, very grateful to be a part of the YouTube community and doing whatever I can to help people grow and learn about how awesome they are and the wonderful powers that they hold to bring good things into their life, right? No matter where you come from, no matter what's happened. And it's not always easy, but everything is a lesson. Yay! Okay, peeps. Today the moon is in Aquarius, which, Aquarius is all about change, bringing on the higher consciousness, creating things that are already here into something better, moving upward, change, expansion, Uranus, and it's also about breaking things down to reform. And so that's pretty awesome. So we have Virgo, all about practical matters, daily habits, the things we do in our life, whether it's to improve or disprove. We have Eternal, 8, and we have here, looks like the South Node. So maybe some people are not feeling so great today. Maybe today is a day of shadow work for others. We could be looking at ourselves in a negative light. We might not be seeing the good in everything. The shadow side is not a bad place to be as long as you're loving yourself through it, feeling what you need to feel, releasing and letting it go. Yeah, I've done a lot of shadow work, through 22 and 23, I was all shadow work. Just constantly going through the shadow work. And I remember asking God, am I ever going to get through this? Will I ever heal? Will I ever be able to, move forward in my life and smile again? And let me assure you, yes, you can. You can and you will. We all go through times in our life where we feel like we're going to break. And that's when we got to say to ourselves, no, I will not break. I will not be broken by, the ugly things of the world that try to take you down, or me down, or anybody down, especially the divine feminines at this time, right? We're fighting for our nest. We're fighting for our right to be. We're fighting for our right to protect. And, I think that's all right. So as we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we shall fear no evil. Ain't that the truth? Because we have faith and know that we will get through whatever this test is. And we'll get through by using practical matters. And this eternity is all about, on a daily basis, every day we do what we need to do in order to survive and live. And meanwhile, we be grateful for what we got, right? And thank the universe for, what we do have. And pray for peace. Pray for love to break through the hearts of the people. And pray for ourselves to enjoy this journey. Because, a lot of souls and spirits would have liked to have been here at this time to watch the earth crack. Meaning, the hard shell of ego that's been around this planet, where, so much control and war and all that is mine. So that hard shell now is cracking. And the Mother Earth is going to appear renewed, and we're going to be a land of peace, progress, and to nurture our planet Earth, that we might also be nurtured too. And this is coming. This is a prophecy, and it will be so. And listen, even in the Bible, he who speaks peace is the true sons of God. That's what it says. If they're speaking war and yelling and helling, those are not the sons of God. The sons of God have come to bring peace on earth, goodwill to life. I should write that down. I'm going to, okay? Please excuse me for 1 minute. I'll forget it. There we go. And so with that being said, sometimes we have to walk through the valley of the shadow of death to get to that place we're going. It's just on the other side, of the mountain. And in order to get to the north side, sometimes we got to cross through the south to head to the north. And that's just the way it is. Okay, let's see what's going on. I hope I didn't keep y'all too long. I know I can get real chatty. And I'm sorry. I'll do my best. I'm trying to redo my channel to, keep it very comfortable, but not drag along too long about what's going on in my life anymore. But I love you guys, and I am thinking of making a separate channel just to drag on about what I think and my opinion. So I don't know. First I got to get this one ready to go, and she's almost ready. So here we go. What is the thing of the day? The moon in Aquarius. A little bit of shadow work going on. But of course the shadow work, it also said, will go on for eternity. Because the shadow work is where we gain our providence, our sovereignty, our mastership. We work with our shadow. We learn to control our anger. We learn to we learn to turn our hate into love, true love, and our anger into peace, our resentment into acceptance. And then we feel so much better. I have to work with these things every day. But these are the things, flowing through the ocean. Anyway, we got the ocean here, far and wide. The ocean is actually a reflection, I think, of the universe because of the span of the universe, and it's so big. There we go. Okay, so let's see. What were we talking about? Yeah, as we grow and learn to transmute our energies of, the negative aspects of anger, frustration, resentment, revenge, all these things, and we join with the universe and we transmute it. Like the ocean, sometimes the waves roll, there's storms that cross. We are just a drop of the ocean, right? So we have storms as well. Just like the air blows upon the ocean and causes big waves and storms and rain, we as a drop of this ocean, our mind is our air. Our heart is the ocean, and if our mind is upset, it will upset the whole, actually our body is the ocean. We are 75% water. Isn't that amazing? Walking glass of water. We're a walking, living plant. So, things come, but they pass. So I don't know why I'm saying this, but the ocean, I should probably read it. It's just expansive. It looks like it's all about, going deep within and finding that stillness at the depths of yourself. and accepting yourself for who you are because you love yourself, right? I mean, who else do you have to love but yourself and your creator? And ultimately, when it comes right down to your soul, you are your creator. You are working on creating you. Yeah, you are turning you into a masterpiece, something that you can love, right? I asked God back in the day, I said, can I become something I can love? Isn't that wonderful? Yes, he didn't say that, she didn't say that then. But I understand at that time in my life, I wasn't able to understand what God was saying to me either. Because if I had been able to understand what it was trying to say to me, I wouldn't have went through all the things that I went through. I would have learned immediately. But I was the kind of person that had to learn from experience, right? Because, I didn't learn through my family. So I had to go out into the world and learn. And it was called the School of Hard Knocks. And now I'm going to bring that back to you and hopefully help others who won't have to go through that they can learn to love themselves before they get squished, like a bug and pop and then have to pull themselves back together again and move forward. The unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible, to go so deep to where it's still and quiet. And you take that deep breath. Did you feel that? It was like dropping, right? And you feel that connection between yourself and the whole creation, the drop in the ocean. The power of the ocean is unmatched. To step into its salty waters is the steps into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious and the universe. If you think about it, it's reflected back as well. Things float around out there too if you get loose out of your ship. The sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean, we cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature, yet in its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us, invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us. When the energy of the ocean is present, there is change stirring that is beyond any change you've known before. Didn't I tell you things are going to change? The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your very cells, your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs. Like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth, a new being. Life is change. Let the wave crash. Now, just in case it's too loud, I'm going to turn that down. The ocean. We are just a wave in the ocean. Goodness, that was so loud. I am so sorry. Wow. Gosh, I'll have to preview this and make sure it didn't hurt nobody's ears. Okay. So, when you're light, deeper than deep, big dreams, discovery. In the dark, you're subsumed with your problems. Drowned, you just feel down, like nothing's ever you're gonna die, the world's at its worst, polluted, speak ugly language, try to make other people come into your energy. Look at me, it's hard, like I'm having a hard time. I don't even see, I'm an empath, and I need to observe and not feel. Unpredictable, chaotic, trouble, frustration, okay? So then the deeper than deep is, I'm not sure how you would explain deeper than deep. But big dreams, we can imagine that. We're all dreaming the dream right now. We're all the ocean, because the collective consciousness could be seen as an ocean too. And we're all in the collective consciousness together. We're all going through a lot of the same things. I mean, we're not different. We're not changed. We're not anything other than, the family of the mammalians. Because animals, the mammals, are acting strange and out of order as well. Not out of order, but they're reaching out for help and family and things like this. So our whole world is changing to a better space, a better time. Yet at the same time, it's like giving birth. And a lot of things hurt when you give birth. There's a lot of pain in giving birth. Could you imagine giving birth to a new world? That's like popping, like our moms popped us out of the womb. So giving birth to a new world must take, thousands of times longer. An elephant takes almost 2.5 years, I think, to give birth. So the bigger the creature, the longer the birth takes. We've got magic right here, 7 of Wands. We can see as messages, a message, and the earth, if she were to give birth to this new collective consciousness, it would take us all time. And which takes me back to the hippies, right? Like it started in the late 50s. But actually, it's been going on for a while, because we could go all the way back to Madame Blavatsky, who, in the early 1900s wrote the book Isis Unveiled. Well, God, I'd love to have that book. But I have read a little bit of it here and there. So, yeah. Okay, Holy Spirit. Here I have the Gaia deck, which I grabbed, didn't even think. What would you like to speak to us about today? What's going on in the collective? What's the temperature? Mother, Maiden, Crone. Let's see. Wow. Practicing faith. Riding the turtle. The turtle is the slow road, right? Taking time to work through faith and by faith, waiting on the universe and not plowing too far ahead of God, to listen to your intuition, to understand and know that every move you make is protected and guarded by the universe itself. We are all here at this time for a specific purpose and a specific reason. And, and we're all, this is about walking through faith. You're either walking through faith, or God is asking you to please. God, the universe, mother, father of creation, yin and yang, the beginning and the end, the alpha and the omega, creative sources are saying, keep the faith. Do not despair. Do not stress. Do not worry. The hardest worker always comes in last, right? The turtle reminds me of the race between the rabbit and the turtle, the hare and the turtle. And even though the turtle was slow, he was steady, steady, steady. Whereas the rabbit would run off and play and do this or that or the other. and didn't focus on what the rabbit should be doing. And before the rabbit knew it, I'll be doggone if that turtle didn't cross the line first. And so we can look at this planet kind of like that. It's a slow transformation. And it's been coming for hundreds of years. Jesus told us about it. Jesus said it was going to happen. The whole collective is changing at the same time. And the more of us who are solid and grounded in what we believe in, especially standing in our truth, no matter what that is, if it aligns with your mission and the universal powers of truth, that's exactly what will happen. You are protected. We are all protected. Faith protects us. Because when we believe we're doing the right thing for the right reasons, we do have strong faith. We don't be afraid. And we know we're going to be okay. Because we know that we're an asset to the planet. An asset. So we're always very well protected. We protect assets, right? Don't you think God protects his assets? The creation that created this universe, or this galaxy, but the universe. So God is capable of protecting you in all things. Never be afraid. If your intuition tells you to do something, you go for it. Follow through, even if you're scared to death, because on the other side you're going to grow through it and you're going to be better for it. And you're going to have learned something. The counselor. We got a full moon and the 2 quarter moons. One's the waning, one's the waxing. You want to work on being your own counselor, of talking to the universe, God, creator, source, the source of all of this that turns itself into a little drop and makes itself appear on his planet as you. So you are directly connected to source, and source will help you as you work your way through it. It says the counselor. It says your waters, the emotions. God lives in the living waters, and the living waters are inside of you. You're full of living waters. You can also pull the living waters out of the ethers. See right here? See, he's got this thing up here on top of his head. You can pull the waters out of the ethers with your imagination, because the imagination is a very powerful tool when you're working in spirituality. It is a tool that you will want to use to enhance and open the genes in your DNA. You can open gifts and things like that through practicing your meditation, practicing faith, showing to God that you can be trusted with these gifts, because at this time these gifts can't be just given to anyone. The great creator source will only give it to those that God can trust at this time. It must be so, because it's a spiritual war, and God's on our side. Creator of all things is on our side. It's our turn. It's our turn. It's our turn to grow. It's our turn to evolve into the creatures that we're meant to be. And that won't be hard. Because once we get the hang of it, of transforming, of transmuting, of life and death, like every time we transmute our energy, we die. That's a death. And then we are born anew with the new energy. Let's say, we're working on learning to love ourselves as soon as we get rid of the, I hate myself, I wish I was dead, I never get nothing right, I'm stupid. Gosh, I don't know, I could go on and on. I've said so many things like that, which I would not never do that now. But every time you do that, you curse yourself. You curse yourself. So do not talk down on yourself. Love yourself. Yeah, Queen of Fire. And Mother Earth. It's flipped over. Okay. Queen of Fire. All fired up. Mother Earth. Expressing it in a way, I guess, that is unmotherly. We want to watch our fire. Even I am guilty of this myself sometimes, because I do burn hot. I have a lot of fire in my chart. It takes a lot of energy for me not to be a hothead, to be mad, to be angry at people who I feel like use me, offend me, take advantage of me. That's it. Take advantage of me. And so that's up to me to make sure that I don't get taken advantage of. That's why we need boundaries. And that's why I've set boundaries up over the years. I keep my boundaries up, and I ain't going to let them down. I'm a better person for it. I'm a better person when I have boundaries up. But this says that maybe others out there are angry and frustrated, and maybe with our children, with our husbands, and maybe we need time to, pull back a little bit and go into some meditation, self-love, hugging oneself. You're doing your best. You tell your heart and your mind and your soul, your living waters, I'm doing my best. Ask for guidance. But the first thing you really truly want to do is take some deep breaths and reach out to the Creator of creations. Send your energy up. That's what I do. I send my energy up to meet the Creator. I don't wait for the Creator to come to me. I send my energy up. And then for Mother Earth, I dig my heels into the floor, and I see my energy going out and down to the crystal grid. And I believe in it. It has changed my life in 3 years. I'm stronger, better, happier than I have ever been in my whole life. Once I realized I could do this, it was like connection. Okay. Oh, yes, God. God sent me this message. I'm going to say, God, did you show me, Creator of creations, Mother Earth, Father of righteousness, Creator of all things, did you show this to me? Was that only just one card? Wow. Okay, 4 cards fell on the ground, which is a foundation, right? The first one was 4 wands. Yes. Prosperity, harvest, success, familial bliss, marriage, stability, peace, balance, harmonious, and settles down. The meditation, calling out to the Spirit, sending your energy, learning how to control your energy, to move your energy around, shaking it up. Foundation. The second one was the Page of Pentacles. And as I said, to get rooted and grounded in the earth, brings stability, lessens anxiety, strengthens bones. I've looked this all up. It You become a student apprentice of the planet, Mother Earth. New skill, opportunity, employment. You begin working for Mother. When you're ready, your mission will be assigned to you. Enthusiasm, diligent, inspired. Good news about money, career, education, and home. She will help you. This is when I was able to begin to start my YouTube channel. I know I'm not no great thing or anything, but I've been consistent, and I have learned that I love to do it. And you know, it's a wonderful creative outlet for me. Okay, Mother Earth will lead, guide, direct, and show you. Knight of Cups, lofty thoughts, you know, visionary, passionate inspiration, charming, great people skills. You'll learn these things. She'll teach you. She'll teach you idealism, which I know ain't that great, but it's great to have ideas. Sensitive, intuition, focus on your emotions, your water, your compassion. Was there any water in here? Which leads to material success. Meaning to have what you need, that's material success, right? You know, if we have the things that we need and that we love. Now, what is it? You know, if you need a drink, you need a drink. You know, I don't advise a lot, but everybody has certain needs. I have a need. I smoke pot. I really like it a lot. And I know that's so cliche, but, you know, if I haven't told you by now and you don't know. And so that's included into my needs. And, you know, I like food. I like cake. That's a part of my needs. I need transportation. Part of my needs. Blah, 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 blah. You know, needs isn't just a roof over your head and food in your gut. We actually have deeper needs that we need to satisfy that are from our heart, our waters, our emotions. We have needs in our belly, our physical, you know, that we need to satisfy. We have air needs, you know, which is, you know, learning to breathe and keeping our airway clear, because air is the breath of life, and when you get all stopped up, you have bad thoughts. All this leads to the Ten of Pentacles and being practical every day. Anybody can come out of their shadow side. We rolled the south node, that's the shadow side. Anybody, by honoring their elements, you know, we're made of the 4 elements every day, and the ethers is the 5th element, and they are now open to us. God has opened the ethers to those who will use their imagination and send their energy up, you know, ground from the north to the south, from the east to the west, and then we move all through there, right? That's like our little circle there. That's all the astrological signs. And so we become a part of the wheel as all the planets are moving through. We too, we're cogs. We change shit. We make things move. We move it, move it, move it. Like the moon in Chariot. And on top there was the King of Wands, or the King of Pentacles, Master Manifester, manifesting the best things in life, which are family, happiness, expansion, growth, joy, and long-lasting relationships. And that be wonderful. All equal. Every one of us equal. So there's no competition, no caring about money, no caring about these things, because all things that we need are right here where we need it. And we will just be busy tending to the planet to make sure she's taken care of and can provide those things we need, and preserving the planet for the next 7 generations, for the children to come. Oh, how we'll be blessed, right? How we will be blessed, because God gonna bless those ones. You better know it. You better know it. I'm gonna pull an animal card. I love you guys. I love you guys. Let us fight for peace. You know, we have to fight a different way, right? We got to use bigger things, bigger ideas. Listen to your intuition. It will tell you where to go. Yeah. We are the unicorns, and we are connected to the universe. And the universe means many words, many voices, much intelligence is stored in the ethers. That's all ethers. You see all this in between me and you? When you close your eyes and pretend like, not pretend. It's your imagination. It's your spiritual land. Your mind is your spiritual world. And everything has to be done in the spirit before it manifests in the physical. So, listen to the inner voice in your heart and gut feeling. Like I say, I get a kick sometimes. Your intuition is a powerful guidance that can help you make wise decisions and navigate life's challenges with more ease. I like that. If you guys are still here, please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Let's pull out a charm for the day. Get down in there in those edges. You guys already have the key. What is on top of that key? Yeah, you already have the key. God says you know what to do. God's telling you. He's giving you a key right here. That's what God just said. Your faith, your ability to